this year's NFL schedule. Happy to have you with us. The Chiefs, the Chargers, underway from Brazil. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So opening drive 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Dances by him. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific off season. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco once again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. We'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Butker's kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this one finds McConkey. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. Inside the 10. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Our first carry for Najee Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd and 7. Herbert off of play action. To the left side, he's got McConkey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Next. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And they'll go on the ground. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 to score after one on EA Sports. Second down and 4. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
3rd and 2. Herbert. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Returnable here for Davis. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And a nice play there defensively. And this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about it pregame. Just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove, because any guy's a free agent off the street, no one else wanted him, so he wants to prove to the rest of the league, you should have signed me first.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
I think there he had to come up with his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Harris. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They snap it to Herbert. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
At the 48-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Hampton. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Right, it's been this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Here's Herbert. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Trying to run forward with Hampton. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if it was like bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Second and 9. Now here's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthing. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's third and 9.
Hey, 43. I don't miss it. I got one leg.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Ariza is on to punt here as he gets this one away.
The Chargers take over first down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the short catch and flip the down marker back to run.
They'll check this one down to Hampton. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throw left side complete. That's Hampton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
This is 2nd and 8.
Lion.
Back to throw here, Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a third down and 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Harrison Butker at kickoff for Kansas City.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trail by. I think they send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline. They drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And his pass incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If some
Virginia, I just sold my latest song. Japanese denim flying straight from Manapon. Rolling out to Durban, Malva pudding with some prawns. Then I fly out to Miami and I'm eating like a don. I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's $. Multipass. I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup.
Actually, what's the difference, man?
Ibiza, Ibiza, you won't see me in neither. Invited to the function, I don't go, I got amnesia. I'd rather be in